This building was unusable. A lot of destruction. Hurricanes are a way of life here. We've been in recovery for 4.5 years now. This was salvaged out of our old building. The carpet was a gift from United Methodist Women in Florida. Pews came from a church in North Carolina. Pulpit and lectern came from a church in Baltimore. And the baptismal font came from them. So we have Hazel Johnson with us now. It's Resurrection, hence the name, the Resurrection Chapel. So nothing happens outside the will of God, even an oil leak like this. Most kind and loving God, we give thanks to you for this day that you've given us. It's always there every Sunday when we gather for worship. You know, it's part of my prayer concerns every day, and I think for a lot of the people here in this congregation. We pray for all those who labor this day, that you would be with them as they endeavor to solve our oil leak problems offshore, and those who labor to clean up the damage done by that. Some folk might say that prayer is the last thing you do. Prayer needs to be the first thing you do. Not that we know the answers, but that God, for how we understand God, will give somebody the answers. Sometimes we don't see or understand, but we'll surely collapse from the load unless we have some strength from God that will walk with us through our present time. I guess it's kind of like the biblical stories where we can look at them and see what people have gone through before and how God was in the midst of that. And there was a recovery, there was a time of healing. They did eventually move beyond that. So, we can look at these things around us and I think find some hope and encouragement in that. We'll get through this. I think for all of us, the best thing we can do is to continue living our lives the best we can. And I think my task, my purpose is being here in the midst of the congregation, in the midst of the people I encounter, just to offer them a ray of hope. It may not be the same. It may never be the way it was before, but we'll get through this.